So today I'll be unboxing and trying these Habanos Quintero Panetelas. Quintero is a interesting, lesser known brand by Habanos. According to the Habanos website, Quintero is an interesting brand for those who want access to the Habanos flavor with medium strength, but with an affordable price. It is one of the few Habanos brands that was not born in Habano. Founder Agustin Quintero settled in the city of Cienfuegos, also called the Pearl of the South. All Habanos made with this brand come from the Vallarta Abajo zone. Quintero Habanos are made with totalmente a mano, so totally handmade, with short fillers. So the interesting part about their vitola is all of them are made with short fillers, but have that characteristic Habanos medium flavor. So let's start off with the box. As you see here in Mexico, we get these large health advisory labels on the box. Take up half the front, one of the sides, and it does take up the entire back. I've removed the label here on the back. Cuts away pretty easily because of the unvarnished wood on the back of the box. And this way you can see the original Habanos factory stamps. And what's interesting too, because you see that this box is made with short fillers, it's marked TC or Tripa Corta. You also see here the date that this was in the factory, Octubre 2023, so October 2023. And on the front of the box here, we can see it was imported in November 2023. Also boxes here in Mexico, we get the Habanos seal diagonally across the top here. The IEPT seal, this is the exclusive importer of Habanos in Mexico. That's the Importadora y Exportadora de Tabacos, Puertos and Tabacos. That's their seal, as well as, of course, the original Cuban warranty seal here. Now the IEPT also adds this, because they do cover up the entire back of the box. They add their original control numbers. This is the HSA, so the Habanos control number, the IEPT number, and a brief description of what's in the box here. So these are Quintero Panetelas, the cepo, the ring gauge 37, the length 127 in millimeters, so that is 5 inches, and fortaleza, so the strength of these is medium flavor. Also in this box here, you can see they have, this is where I purchased the box, La Casa del Habano in Puerto Vallarta. Highly recommend them if you're in the Puerto Vallarta area. So entering in the original warranty number here, their guarantee number on the Habanos website, we get back this: El producto es original de Habanos SA, the HSA control number, and their description. So Quintero Panetelas with this code. So we have CB for the current box, the current dress box. UW, that stands for unvarnished wood. As you can see from the back, it was unvarnished wood. CL, that's lamina de cedro, so there is a cedar laminate. And the number is 1213, that tells us the distribution of the cigars. So we have 12 cigars on the bottom and 13 cigars on the top of this box. And Ninguno, that stands for the fact that these cigars are just plain up in the box. There is no individual packaging of the cigars. And 25, so the total number of cigars in the box. I will leave a link to the Cuban Cigar website. They have all the information you need there about your seals and box codes. So I'll leave a link in the description box below for that. Let's cut into this box. And so in order to open these boxes, you need to cut through the Habanos seal, through the IEPT seal, and through the original Cuban warranty seal, as well as removing the little brass brad. And I had to pull back the IEPT label here because it was covering this, actually. So let's take a look inside. Of course, we have the original Habanos description label. Quintero Cienfuegos Habano Cuba. I really like the logo actually. And here we go. I'm getting a really nice Cuban tobaccos. That earthy Cuban tobacco smell from these. Look very nicely presented too, as well as the banding. I think this brand is really overlooked a lot because they're all made with short fillers, but you know, with today's prices on Habanos, we are delving into all the different brands that they have to see why not. You know, these are affordable compared to most Habanos. This is a lower end Habano. You would expect not a perfect wrapper, but a very nice wrapper. Very chocolatey looking. Banding is also very nice on these Quinteros. And as you can see here, they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 cigars on the top layer, and there will be 12 cigars on the bottom layer with a cardboard filler in the bottom as well to make up that space. A really pretty box. You can see here, Quintero Fabrica Tabacos Cienfuegos Cuba, the original Quintero seal. And this is nice as well. It's embossed into the label on the box as well. So, without further ado, let's cut this and try this Quintero Panetelas. Very nice smoke. The draw's been nice and even. The burn has been nice and even. The draw's quite open, nice. Very tasty smoke. Prominent notes here are a lot of cedar woodiness, a little roasted coffee as well on the finish. Finish on the palate's very light, but the flavor is medium. Very flavorful smoke. Let's see, the vitolet for Quintero is actually quite extensive. So we start with the brevas, which are a 5.5 inch by 40 ring gauge. The Londres Extra, which are a 40 ring gauge by 4 7/8 inches. The Panetelas, which I have here, are the 5 inch by 37 ring gauge. The Petite Quintero. The Petite Quintero is a 43 ring gauge by 4 1/8 inches. Let's see what else we have here. The Tublares. The Tublares are a 42 ring gauge by 5 1/4 inch, and something they call the Favoritos, which they don't show a picture of, but they are a 4.5 inch by 50 ring gauge, so about the size of a Robusto, a little shorter than a Robusto. So, finishing up the middle third now. Tasting notes. Still getting a lot of cedar woodiness with maybe a little hint of black pepper now on the finish. Finish remains light to medium. Strength, medium as well, but very tasty. See, the burn has been very even, the draw's been perfect. Really wouldn't discount short filler cigars, the tripa cortas. They're made with the same premium tobaccos that the long fillers are. Really a really tasty smoke. So, I'll get back to you with my final tasting notes. Really enjoyable smoke from start to finish. Excellent taste. Really good flavor. Not heavy on the palate at all. Getting a little bit more of that black pepper on the finish, but overall, it really had those cedar notes throughout. About a 30 to 45 minute smoke. I didn't rush it. Just had it with a coffee this morning. So about 45 minutes to this point. Definitely wouldn't overlook this brand. Very pleased with these Quinteros. If you've tried them, I'd be curious. Leave a comment for me. And thanks again everyone for watching. So until next time, hasta la próxima vez. Ciao everyone.